Hello, y'all. My name is Talithia, and I am the creator and discusser of something I've called the GAP framework. And what that is the GAP is a reference to that tiny, minuscule second in your life where you decide how to handle a thought you've had, right? So you have a thought, and then you get that 0.5 second of a minute, 0.5 seconds of a second to decide whether or not you're going to do whatever the thought was, and then the action happens, right? And I can think of very many times where I could have used the GAP in my life to save me from a whole lot of trouble, and I didn't. A time that comes to mind to begin with was the very first time young Talithia, had agreed to become intimate. I didn't even want to do it, but that wasn't the point. I was hanging out with a friend of mine who was like, "Hey, come over, let's watch some movies." I was like, "Yeah, okay." And I got over there and we got to that last moment where he was pretty much like, "Is it okay?" And I was like, "Okay." And I kind of went along with it. But I can clearly remember a time in my brain where I was like, I guess. But it was there. So this is not in reference to the decision. This is not in reference to the act that was taken, which was life altering, right? Seeing as how 40 weeks later my son was born. But it's a reference to just that tiny minuscule second where your brain does give you an out. It gives you an opportunity to handle things according to however you choose to be or whatever you want your character to be. So acknowledge it. Can y'all think of a time where that 0.5 seconds with that tiny bit of thought either helped you and helped your life to be better and you were a better person and were safer or happier because of it, or a time where you did not use it in a way you wish you had of and it completely changed your life? Let me know.